This is Marcus Firegone, and welcome to my 5th installment of GTA 5 Drive. This installment is for car enthusiasts, people interested in collecting cars, and maybe, like myself, aren't that handy at lethal weapons. In this part 2 of a part 4 series, we're going to look at how you can fill a garage with cars free off the street. Announcing Race Club for 2024. Join now. I'll start off with car meets to select the drivers and cars that are going to participate in the event. The first event is a series of multiple races called the Street Racer Grand Prix, where we were racing muscle cars. Points will be awarded each race. The race videos will be posted on this YouTube channel. The final event will be the Le Mans series, racing these Le Mans type cars. Enjoy. Pause here if you want more details, and reach out to me if you're interested. Today I'm driving the Rapid GT. Here goes my full throttle highway exit. Wish me luck. Without a scratch. Also, just want to say I've been busy this month because Rockstar just released an update that includes the Chop Shop. So definitely check that out if you're a car enthusiast. I'm having a lot of fun with it. They got the tow truck missions. The other missions are a little too gun heavy for me, but it's been a lot of fun. Here we are. We've arrived at one of my 10-car garages. This is part 2 of the how to fill your garage with some decent free cars.
Yo, the wheels is on hit.
The quintessential garage, if you will. Just before we dive into this 10-car garage, I just want to talk about the rarity of the cars. Since Rockstar removed a bunch of the cars from their online in-game store, I've rated the cars based on how difficult they are to find. So common is cars that can be found on the street and you can put them in your garage. They can also be purchased. The second one is exclusive common. These are cars that can be found on the street, put in your garage, but you can't purchase. The third one is common select. So these are cars that are found on the street, but they're too high value to be put in your garage, so you can't steal them, but that you can purchase them. Rare is cars that can be found on the street, but not put in your garage and not purchased. The fifth one is select. These are cars that can't be found on the street, but can be purchased. And then ultra rare is cars that can't be found on the street and they can't be purchased. So you have to wait for the exclusive common, rare, and ultra rare cars to show up in special offers in-game, like at the dealerships. They come and go. This is the Sentinel, which is a hardtop convertible. There's also a Sentinel XS, which is just a hardtop, but has more customizable features. I kind of prefer this one because I like to be able to take the top down. So this car is exclusive common. because you can find it on the street, put it in your garage, but you can't purchase it from the online stores. The Sentinel XS is actually considered common because you can also purchase the car. As you may have seen in previous videos, this is one of the cars I also collect in another garage just so I can sell them every so often. So every 24 hours of game day, you can sell one of these for $9,500. As with all the cars I'm going to show you today, they're decent cars. Good acceleration, good handling, good speed. And you can of course upgrade the engine, the ride height, and things like that to improve performance as you go up levels and can afford it. Next up is the Lapidati Felon GT. This is also a convertible, and it's an exclusive common. So you can't purchase it in the store, but you can find it on the street, park it in your garage. This is the second car that I collect to sell every 24 hours because it's worth $9,500. I also prefer this ride over the Sentinel.
Hey there, I hope that it's gonna be a nice weekend. I'm hitting the beach.
What can I say? I like the convertibles. Some people don't like the convertibles. I mean, you're more likely to get shot at from other players and nothing blocking the shot. So you get sniped a little bit more in this car. And the next is the Vapid Dominator. I don't usually like to compare them to the real life car because there would be licensing issues, I guess, for Rockstar. But you know, this would be your Mustang muscle car. And this car I would consider common because you can find it on the street, put it in your garage. You can also purchase it from the online store. And it kind of handles the way you'd expect. It's a little bit loose in the back, easy to spin out. It just takes me a little bit to get used to the handling of the car. You can get used to it and do some really wicked sliding corners and stuff like that. So it is a lot of fun to drive, but it's a little bit more tricky. So not a car that I commonly drive, but it's got good performance, not so good handling. Who doesn't like that nice throaty roar? Next up is the Anus Elegy RH8. This car I would classify as select. That's because you can't find it on the street, but you can purchase it from the online store. So why am I showing you this car? Because it's free from the online store. So check it out. This is a good car to purchase at no cost, and it's good handling. And eventually you can upgrade this car to the classic version. So this, with 1,000,000 credits and unlocking bennies, you can upgrade it to the Retro Elegy Custom. Next up is another select car, the Grotti Turismo R. Grotti is like the Ferrari brand in this game. It's hard to believe, but again, this car is free in the online store. It's fast. It's maneuverable. It's not the kind of car I drive on a daily basis, but this is an awesome handling car. This is a car you should definitely have in your garage. And that's 5 of the 10 already. Next up, you guessed it, it's a motorcycle. You should definitely have one or more motorcycles. If you have the motorcycle club, you can park all your motorcycles there rather than in one of your car garages. This is the Vader. I'm not a motorcycle expert, but I did find this on the street and park it in my garage. So they're easy to find. So I don't know if this is common or exclusive common. There's also higher end motorcycles that you can purchase. They're fast, they're maneuverable, they're a way of life in GTA. Definitely get yourself a motorcycle, they're a lot of fun. And you can do motorcycle races as well. Next up is the Inverto Corvette Classic. It's a vintage Corvette. This car is a select car, so it can only be purchased online. And this convertible costs 665,000 credits. So why am I showing you this? Because you can get the hardtop version of this car for free from the online store. It's also a select car. But you can remove the top and make it into this convertible for just 700 credits. So don't buy the convertible online, buy the hardtop. And if you want the convertible, you can remove the top, just like this car. Just tell them Marcus Firegone sent you.
Shit! My wheels!
It's a little bit like the Dominator. It's a classic sports car, and the handling is something to get used to. But you can definitely get used to driving that car, and it's a lot of fun. Next up is the Albany Buccaneer. This is the first car that I had, and it's a common car. So you can find it on the street, put it in your garage. You can also purchase it from the online store, although I'm not sure why you would do that. It's got lots of great customizable features. It's a decent handling car. Okay, there's some active players in the area, so I could get shot at any minute here. Okay, not my best drive, but you get the idea. It's a little bit to get used to handling as well, like the Dominator and the Corvette. Next up is the Karen Sultan. It's also a common car, so you can get it on the street, put it in your garage. You can also purchase it from the online store. This is a four-door car, so I show you one of these. Good to have one in your garage because this car is fast, handles well, and you can carry up to 4 players in the car if you're doing a mission. It can also be upgraded for a more sporty two-door version at Benny's at a later date. Last but not least is the Karen Rusty Rebel. There's also just a Karen Rebel, a little bit harder to find. It's good to have at least one off-roading vehicle in your collection. There's lots of pickup trucks you can get off the street too, which are pretty good. I like this one. It's kind of small, maneuverable, handles really well. So this is a exclusive common. So is the non-rusty version. So you can't purchase these. You can only find them on the street. And they spawn with these different components. You can't change them. So the roll bar cage and lights, and then the front bars all randomly spawn. So this one has both those features. That's why I liked it. It's a little bit trickier finding the non-rusty version with both these on it. It's a little bit on the slow side, but don't let traffic get in your way. You can drive right over top of cars with it. Okay, maybe not 18-wheelers. I'll avoid him. Okay, another player just took me down while I was showing you these cars. That was apparently Joanne Afaria. Thanks a lot, Joanne Afaria. Okay, so now I can show you what to do. You can pull up the interactive menu, go to the bottom and select Enable Passive Mode. This ghosts you in the game so that nobody can shoot you. Another way of doing it is to go to Online, create a new session, Invite Only session, and it'll respawn you in a session that only you are in, and you can carry out a lot of the tasks. I like to use this if you're delivering cars for money and stuff like that. You can do it on your own without being sniped by other players. So if they destroyed your car, you can pull up your phone and phone the insurance company and request your car back, but you'll see that it's not working in this case because they shot me through the window. The car is still where I left it. I respawned some distance away.
Please try later.
So let's pull up the map, find my car, and get back to the Rusty Rebel. I'm just a short distance away, but this is taking too long. I'm just going to borrow a car to get over to my car. This is the Bullet, or the Ford GT40. It's a rare car because you can find it on the street, but you can't park it in your garage and you can't online purchase it. Thanks a lot, Rockstar. Nice. Okay, let's head back to the garage. Don't worry about damaging the vehicles when you're out because they get auto-fixed when you pull into the garage. See that? As good as new. Well, still rusty. Well, there you have it. That's my recommended 10-car garage filled with free cars. Let's take this Ubernox Sentinel over to garage number 2. And next time I'm going to show you 10 optional cars you could have for free in your garage. Bear with me, I'll just put the top up just in case it rains. Well, here we are. I'll see you next month where we try out all these cars and I tell you what I got in the garage.